Oh, there's so many people on the internet today telling you how to, make money on the internet. And then when you buy something or try to sell something on the internet, you say, "Well, I don't got any sales. Nobody came to my website." And then you find out there's a lot of people telling you how to market on the internet, right? So you can't sell anything on the internet unless you learn all the secrets and special keywords and handshakes or whatever the hell it is, to sell on the internet. And all of that may or may not be true. You just have to be careful of all this stuff because they're making money out of selling you that. I mean, the best way to do any of that stuff, say, "Okay, you help me with selling it and I'll give you half the money." If they're going to share the money with you, then that they say that you could make, then that's the way to deal with anybody who wants to help you with a class or with buying ads or anything. But short of that, because there's so many people don't know what the hell they're doing, that they'll give these people money and they don't need to maybe share with you. But that's how I make money, is by sharing. But there's another way to do it, is to learn. And if you want to learn it, the nitty gritty about all this, to be an expert yourself or to sell your own things, there's other ways to do it than giving somebody $8,000 that you don't have. Excuse me. Because you may get suckered into coming up with loaning the money or credit card and giving it to some people and still not, solve your problem. So before you do that, and I don't think you should at all, but anyway, there's other ways to do it. One is by every state has training money, job training money. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, depends on what kind of business you're in or what kind of business you're trying to get in or whatever. So there's all this training money that you could apply for. So you can get like an $8,000 grant to pay for a course instead of you paying for a course. Okay. So how do you find that? Okay, that's part of the, see, look at this website here. It's part of the Department of Labor, and it's called the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. That's where all this training money is nowadays. So what you have to do is find your a local office for this at your state and local and county level. So what you do is you Google, and it's another Department of Labor website. It's actually called careeronestop.org. So if you Google right now, find local career one stop. Find local career one stop. You'll find this page, and what they have there is a place for you to put in your zip code, and you'll find a place near you. Okay, now what do you do there? Okay, you call them and say, don't say you need a grant. I'm looking for training money. I'm an entrepreneur or whatever. I'm interested in what's available for training. And that's all you mention, because you want to get belly to belly somewhere, and you want to listen to them what they have. You don't tell them exactly what you want to do. Be a little vague. You just need to be trained for this business. And so you listen to the kind of help they have, and then how you could fit into what you want to do, because there may not be in the words and everything you say. So if you say something word, I want $8,000 grant. Well, number one, they don't have grants, and number two, maybe who knows? But something for some reason, that kind of business. So no, you just keep quiet and listen, because they may give the school $8,000. They have a school that's already paid, and they get the money, but you get the training for free. So there's all different ways. So just call, make an appointment, and listen. Okay, how else can you learn? Okay, you go to Google and let them teach you. Man, they want you to spend money like hell, right? So they have a free course, that how to teach you to spend money on Google. Can you imagine that? Now just think, if Target had a course, here, take this, 2-day course on how to spend money at Target. Jeez, that's what Google does. They teach you how to spend money with it, because they make all their money on advertising, right? So they give out this free course on how, because the more successful you are at spending money on advertising, then they're going to be more rich and more powerful and all that kind of stuff. So it's a crazy world we live in, but people do that. So why spend $8,000 to figure out how to make some other company, to give some other company your money? That doesn't sound right to me. But anyway, that's what reality is nowadays. And here's another good thing. With the Google, you can get an ad certification. So you take these courses, take the test or whatever, and you get a certified Google ad person. So now, if your business goes to pot and you can't make money out of it, well, you go do this for other people. Have other people Make other people's businesses go to pot. No, because it may be your product or whatever like that. So that's a way to learn, or even do it for other people for free, so you can learn how to do this more and get experience. So don't use your own money after you learn from Google. Say, okay, I know this stuff. Let me do your ads for a week or two and see how that goes. So many people would love to do this ad stuff, but they're like you. They don't know how the hell to do it. So if you're 2 weeks ahead of them, you're an expert. That's what's so neat on all these new technologies or whatever. That's why I was in the computer business back in the 70s. And actually, I was teaching a college course at one university and taking the same course at another university. So I just kept my students a week behind. So it's all supply and demand. So because now there was nobody else to teach computers. So I was the closest, the best thing they had. And so now you need a PhD in computers to teach it, right? Not then. So it's the same way that internet advertising. You just need to be a week ahead of somebody else. Yeah. And now you're an expert. That's what's cool about the world. Thank God it's changing. Otherwise, we need a PhD in everything. And that would be boring as hell. And Facebook's the same way. You can take a free course on Facebook and learn how to do that. Now, for some reason, they want to give you a certificate and they charge you for getting the certificate. But the course is free, so you can really learn. And then you either start a business by doing the advertising for other people, because it's going to be better for them. You at least have a 6-week course ahead of you. Or in front of them, but they have, and they don't have time to learn or whatever. So you start your own business in marketing like that, or for your own stuff, and find out if that works and how to make it better. Okay, now that. So that's more free ways. Now here's a great free way. It's called meetups. Meetup.com, meetup.com. Now here you put in like marketing. Okay, there's like 50 places, groups within 25 miles of me that meet up once a week, once a month, or whatever on internet marketing. Cannabis marketing. Well, that's interesting. Product marketing alliance. A digital marketing workshop for small businesses. See, this is where you learn for free. These are free courses given by people who've been in it a month, a year, or maybe a day longer than you, but they show other people. This is what the industry is like, and this is what's neat about the industry. You don't have to know bookus. You just have to say you do, and the people around you are a day behind you. That's what life is about, keeping the other people a day behind you. Now, another thing about Google Ads is that think about grants to nonprofits, and also students can learn to get $10,000 as a student to advertise for a nonprofit. So that means nonprofits could also get $10,000 to advertise their stuff. Now, who the hell is going to give you $10,000, like $120,000 a year to advertise? and that's cool stuff. So that's why there's unique ways to do everything in life, and you have to know the options. And if you're going to Google and finding help for marketing and everything, it's all these people who are a year ahead of you and know all the buttons to push in your head that you want to buy them because you don't know bupkis. So finding out what bupkis is all about and get a little knowledge before you spend any money on marketing. Try it yourself, whatever, because otherwise you're just going to be pissed away. I mean, I've spent millions of dollars on marketing, and half of it was wasted. But I don't know what half, and that's the other thing. So if you're, new at this and you're marketing, the best way is not to spend any money marketing. There's too many other ways to do that. You start learning the marketing little skills yourself and testing and getting feedback, using social media that doesn't cost anything to do videos on YouTube or Facebook or Periscope and all these places you could advertise for free and see if anybody's interested. Or you work with other people. That's it. Somebody already has a website and people come into their website and say, hey, put up my little ad on your website and I'll give you half the money. That's how I made most of my money in advertising. It's just sharing it. Don't pay ahead of time and get no orders. Get an order and give somebody half the money. Or you want to give them more or less, up to you, up the deal you make. But that's the best way. Man, I was losing so much money in doing direct response advertising on TV and giving the TV stations what they want. And I'd be losing money all the time. Then I figured out, hey, they have a lot of advertising they never sell. Who gets that? And I said, okay, if you don't have a place, anybody crazy enough to pay that price you're charging for the advertising, I'll give you half the money we make. And see, on the internet, there's an easy way to check, because you check where every order had come from or whatever and give that person half the money. So if they believe you could make a lot of money on their website, say, great, I'll spend $1 million as long as we make 2 million. It's easy. So you want to make $1 million with me? Great. Let's go to it. And that's why as a young business or new, you can't afford that, and it's risky. Advertising is the most risky thing you do. And the only knowledge you get are from people selling you advertising. That's stupid. You can't live like that. There's other ways to live. So start learning yourself. There's always a free way to do it.